Welcome to fourth grade health. This is a review lesson. So this is covering both lesson 158 and 159. You have a quiz 8 to take. So I'm gonna let you pause and go take that quiz now if that's ready for you. When you come back, look at these charts, look at our chapter checkups, okay? All right, I hope you did well on that quiz. We're going to start with the structure of the tooth, okay? So call out the part as I point to it. Which part is this? Crown, very good. What about this part? It's your enamel, absolutely. All right, right here. This stuff is dentin, right? Good job. And this inside is pulp. Okay, great. What is this pink stuff? Gingiva, or your gum, right? Gingiva or gum. And then between the tooth and here you would have what? Your periodontal membrane, okay? On the bottom part of your tooth, this is what? The root, good job. All right, and then this thin layer right here is what? Cementum, so kind of like cement, right? It holds the tooth in place. And then what is this hard thing out here? Jawbone, good job. And then down here, what do we call this? Well, they're veins, but you would call it the blood supply. So hopefully you got that. Blood supply is what we have. All right, let's move over to the skin, okay? And our skin over here, what are these? Right here. Sebaceous glands, that's your sweat glands, okay? No, I'm sorry. Sebaceous are your fat glands. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. So those are sebaceous glands. What is this? This one's your hair follicle. I got this one wrong, guys. This is your sweat gland, and sebaceous is not the name for it. It's just a sweat gland. All right, sorry. Sweat glands are there. This is your hair follicle. And this one is what? Your sebaceous gland. Okay, if you were catching on to what I figured out. All right, what about this first layer of skin? Epidermis. Great job. And the second layer? Dermis, right? The third layer? Subcutaneous layer, okay? And that's your layer of fat, okay? All right. Sebaceous are actually oil glands. I'm sorry about that. I got a little confused when I did that, okay? We will come back to those in a little bit, but I'm gonna start asking you some questions, okay? All right, what is a hardened buildup of plaque? Called a hardened buildup of plaque? Calculus, very good. What about a thin covering over the root of a tooth, which holds the tooth firmly together? A thin covering over the root of the tooth, which holds the tooth firmly together, is cementum. Cementum. All right, what about decay of tooth or cavities? What is that called? Dental caries. All right, very good. A hard bone-like tissue which forms and shapes a tooth is called what? Dentin. All right. The substance which covers the crown of a tooth, the hardest substance in the body, is known as what? Enamel. Enamel. Okay. The improper fitting together of the upper and lower teeth is known as what? Malocclusion. Malocclusion. What's the name of a dentist who specializes in treating malocclusion. That's your orthodontist. Okay? When sugar mixes with, hold on. I missed some. Oh no, okay, sorry. A sticky colorless film of harmful bacteria which is constantly forming on or in between the teeth is known as what? It's plaque. Plaque. The inner part of the tooth containing nerves and blood vessels is what? Pulp. Pulp. A digestive juice in your mouth is called what? Saliva. Very good. All right. What is formed when sugar mixes with plaque? What is formed when sugar mixes with plaque? Acid. All right. When our plaque producing bacteria is the most active? At night, because the salivary glands release less saliva then. What causes halitosis? What causes halitosis? Bacteria that grow in your mouth, breathing through your mouth, some foods, and infection. Okay? And bacteria that's on your tongue specifically can cause that. Let's get back to this. What mineral is absorbed by the enamel on teeth, making the enamel more resistant to acid attacks? Your toothpaste will probably contain this. It's fluoride. Okay, fluoride. When should you brush your teeth? As soon as possible after you eat and at bedtime. Very good. How often should you floss your teeth? At least once a day. Why is it important to floss correctly? Well, improper flossing can injure the gums. What disease causes infection of the gums and the bones supporting the teeth? Infection of the gums and the bones supporting your teeth is periodontal disease. If a tooth is knocked out, what part of the tooth should you not touch? If a tooth is knocked out, what part of the tooth should you not touch? The root. What is a balanced diet? What is a balanced diet? A variety of food that contains all the nutrients necessary to keep you healthy. Okay, so a balanced diet does not mean that you have a hamburger in this hand and a hamburger in this hand, and so that's balanced. No, that's not what that is. It's a variety of food that contains all the nutrients necessary to keep you healthy. Okay, all right. Let's see. Explain how plaque attacks the teeth and how these attacks can be prevented. This is a little bit longer. So how does plaque attack the teeth? And how can it be prevented? All right. So plaque attacks when sugar mixes with plaque and acid forms. After many acids attack, the enamel is broken down, resulting in dental caries. Plaque attacks can be prevented by eating fewer sweet foods, by brushing as soon as possible after you eat, by brushing at bedtime, and by flossing daily, okay? So those are some ways to help you, all right. Okay, chapter 5, check out. All right, I'm gonna give you a definition. No, I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to give me the definition. So I'll give you a tiny bit more time, just a tiny bit, okay? Antiseptic. What is an antiseptic? A substance which destroys many pathogens, germs, and thus prevents infection. That's what an antiseptic is. What is a callus? What's a callus? A thick, hard layer of epidermis is a callus. What about a blister? Blister? A raised part of the epidermis which is filled with a watery substance caused by excessive rubbing or burning. Okay? What is the dermis? Dermis. It's the second layer of skin or the layer of skin beneath the epidermis. It would be correct. Epidermis, what is that? The outer layer of skin or the first layer of skin, okay? What is a hair follicle? What's a hair follicle? A little sac in the dermis in which the root of a hair grows. What is melanin? Melanin. A dark colored pigment which gives the skin a brownish color. What is pigment? Pigment. It's the coloring matter, okay? What about sebum? What is sebum? An oily substance produced by the oil glands in the skin. Sebum. Subcutaneous. What is subcutaneous? It is the fatty layer of skin that stores energy. Okay, what about sunscreen? What is sunscreen? A cream or lotion which screens out harmful ultraviolet rays. And what is a sweat gland? What's the sweat gland? It's a gland located in the dermis which helps to control the body temperature, helps to remove excess body wastes. Okay, what layer of skin includes hair and nails? What layer of skin includes hair and nails? The epidermis. What are the 4 signs of infection? 4 signs of infection, okay. What are they? Redness, swelling, pus, and throbbing pain. What is the most harmful result of overexposure to the sun? The most harmful result of overexposure to the sun? Skin cancer. Why is the condition of your skin often an indication of your overall health? Why would the condition of your skin often be an indication of your overall health? Because many diseases and disorders are visible on your skin, okay? All right, now, list 5 different functions of the skin, okay? 5 different functions of the skin. All right, prevents dryness, helps control body temperature, keeps out bacteria, heals injuries, stores energy. Here's a couple extra ones just in case you need them. Produces vitamin D and gathers information, okay? So those are some of the different functions of the skin. Those are 7, but if you listed 5 of those, great job. All right, we are gonna end this video with looking at our charts again. What I do want to tell you is that this is for chapter review for chapters 4 and 5, and so it is for Wednesday's and Thursday's lesson. So come back to this video for extra review. Just disregard the quiz 8 the second time around, okay? Because you should have already taken it, so you wouldn't need to take it again. You really wouldn't be able to take it again. Anyway, and your test is on Friday, okay? So Friday is the test 2 over these 2 chapters. And so let's look at these charts one last time. Let's see what you remember, all right? Okay, first layer of skin, epidermis, great. Second layer, dermis, third layer, subcutaneous. What is this here? Hair follicle, great. This one, your sebaceous gland. What about this one over here? The sweat gland. Great job. All right. On the tooth, we'll start at a different place. What is this part? Goes all the way around the outside. The jawbone, okay? What about this? Good, the blood supply, okay? This little thin layer here is your cementum, right? And what about the layer that's outside of the cementum? Still in the pink. I completely lost the name. Periodontal membrane. Okay, very good. What about this part? Gingiva, gum, right? Okay, what about this one on the inside? This is your pulp. Good job. And then the yellow stuff is dentin. And then this one, enamel. And so the bottom half of the tooth is called the what? The root. And the top half is the crown. Okay, so remember, the root is the part that you're not supposed to touch if it falls out accidentally and you need it to go back in. So the root would be the part that we didn't touch because it's the part that goes into your mouth. Okay, so the crown and the root. Very good on that. I hope that you are doing well with those. Make sure that you study those two charts in your book. Page 52 is the tooth one, is one of the ones for teeth. You'll find it on another page too. And page 65 is one of the ones for skin, and you might find that one on another page. So those are, study those and study your chapter checkups for chapters 4 and 5 really well. Come back to this video tomorrow, watch it again, see if you can remember all of the answers and beat me as I say them, and pardon me. All right, and I hope you do well on the test on Friday, and I will see you. You won't get to see me you won't get to see me on Friday, but I'll see you on Monday in the next lesson. Okay?